Welcome back to Project 613, where we will continue exploring the 613 mitzvot of the Torah. The first mitzvah we will learn today is the mitzvah of Ve'ahavta et Hashem Elokecha, you shall love the Lord your God, from the opening paragraph of the Shema. Now let me ask you a question. Can you tell me who I should love? Can you tell me what I should feel? You can tell me what to do. You can tell me what to say. But how can you possibly tell me what to feel? Either I have a feeling or I don't. So how can Hashem possibly expect us to all of a sudden create a feeling of love in our heart? Well, Maimonides explains us that indeed there is no such expectation. Rather, the mitzvah of loving Hashem means that there is an obligation on us to contemplate on the greatness and wondrous creations of Hashem. Look around at the world around us and see the wondrous and great creations of Hashem, the sun, moon, and stars, and all of the planets and galaxies, and say to yourself, wow, what infinite wisdom had to go into creating all of that. Now that knowledge will lead you to feelings of love and feelings of closeness and wanting to praise and say, wow, how wondrous, how amazing are the works of the Creator of such creation. And that's how we fulfill the mitzvah of loving Hashem. Included in this mitzvah is also the idea of sharing this knowledge and sharing the truth of Hashem with those around us. For when you really love someone, you tell people about how wonderful they are. You share that with others. So if we really love Hashem, we should be sharing the truth of Hashem with those around us. Indeed, our forefather Avraham, the Torah refers to him as Avraham who loved Hashem. Why? Because that's exactly what Avraham did. He was teaching about the truth of Hashem to all of those around him. Hence, he was worthy of the title of one who truly loves Hashem. And from here we go to the next mitzvah, which is the mitzvah of fear of Hashem. Et Hashem Elokecha tira, you shall fear the Lord your God. And here as well, how are we able to develop this feeling in our heart? It comes from the same idea, by contemplating the greatness of Hashem and the fact that we realize we are standing in His presence. This leads us to a feeling of awe, where we say, wow, I would never even dream of violating anything that He doesn't allow. So that is the mitzvah of fearing Hashem and always being mindful of the consequences of our behavior. The third mitzvah that we learn today is the mitzvah of kidus Hashem, sanctifying the name of Hashem, that we know from the verse of V'niktashti betoch b'nei Yisrael, I will be sanctified amongst the people of Israel. What this means practically is that there are certain times when a Jew is obligated to give their life for the sake of their faith. Now, of course, we know that in general, the Torah is a Torah of life, and we are supposed to live, not die. We are supposed to live for our faith, and usually one is not obligated to give up their life for the sake of mitzvah observance. However, there are certain exceptions. For example, if we are faced with a threat of either idolatry or adultery or murder, in such a situation, we would be obligated to give up our life rather than committing any of those acts. Similarly, there are other occasions when a Jew would fulfill the mitzvah of kidus Hashem, of sanctifying the name of Hashem, by giving his own life, even for other mitzvot. For example, in a generation when there is a decree against all of Judaism and against all of Jewish practice, in such circumstances, one would be obligated to give their life even for the sake of any mitzvah in the Torah. And that would constitute making a kidus Hashem, sanctifying the name of Hashem. Thank you very much for watching. See you tomorrow.